I'm Victor Fernandez of Fernandez Fit, and I'm here to show you why fitness is our business.
Hello and welcome once again to the Healthy Lives, Healthy Business podcast, the show that helps busy professionals balance their demanding personal and professional lives through health and fitness. I am your host, Victor Fernandez. Thanks for joining me as you do each and every week. I truly appreciate it. Now, if this is your first time listening to the show or watching it on YouTube, of course, welcome. Secondly, make sure to subscribe to the show and share it far and wide because many more people need to learn that fitness is our business. And since there's currently only 12 hours and counting left in 2024, I'd like to wish you a happy New Year's Eve and a happy and healthy 2025 to you and yours. Now, on to the topic of the show. Surprise, surprise, I want to talk about resolutions. And I want to start by dispelling a bit of a misnomer. I often share on social media that I'm not personally a huge proponent of resolutions. I used to be. I was the king of resolutions back in the day. And I'm going to tell you why that's changed here in just a moment. But I am the last person who is ever going to say nay to anything that gets you either moving your body in a meaningful manner, gets you eating healthier, gets you tackling challenges that will make your life better, even just a little bit, even just 1%, moving forward into the new year and beyond. So I'm all for it. Here's the thing. Too many people create resolutions without a plan to back it up. And here's what I'm talking about. Let's say, for argument's sake, that I want to lose 30 pounds. So I set the resolution leading into the new year that I want to lose 30 pounds. Then the new year arrives. I start hitting the gym. I start eating salads left and right. But I don't have a plan in place that's going to take me not just through the short term, because ideally that's the easy part, but getting me through the long term, having me turn it into a lifestyle, something that's going to benefit me now and in the future and for the rest of my life. That's often why, and studies have proven it out, so many people quit their resolutions, just abandon them within the first couple of weeks of January. Even more quit by the end of January. Think about those of you out there listening who go to the gym on a regular basis. You see what it's like on the days and times that you go. Maybe it's busy, maybe it's not. And then you walk in the door on January 2nd, and it looks like Grand Central Station in New York City during rush hour on a Friday. There's just bodies and people everywhere. And then as January starts to roll through, those numbers start dwindling. Next thing you know, the hundreds of people in there are now the tens of people in there. And before you know it, it's back to the same people that you see on a daily basis. Happens every year. I've worked in the brick and mortar health and fitness industry. I've seen it up close and personal myself. And the reason for that is that they don't have a plan in place. If I want to lose those 30 pounds, I need to have a plan of action that's going to get me to that point. And I don't mean get me to the point by the end of January. I mean however long it takes. 6 months, year, whatever it may be. Here's the other aspect of it that absolutely needs to change. The results aspect of it, the results-driven component of this for so many people. Now, I get it. Results and resolutions start with the same 3 letters, RES. That's the only connection between the two. They couldn't be any more different. Resolutions amounts to an idea, a thought that we have, rattling around in our heads that sounds good when we talk about it out loud. But to get those results, to lose those 30 pounds, like I pointed out earlier, the only way to do that is to do the work in between, to have a plan in place and then do the work. So the goal in this case is not to be results driven. If I want to lose 30 pounds, for example, I can't focus on the actual losing of, the shedding of 30 pounds. I have to focus on the work, the day-to-day work that needs to be done consistently and intentionally to get me to that point. It needs to be action-based, because without the action, without the work taking place, that resolution that you created is never going to get to the results that you want. That's why so many of these fail. I read a study the other day that over 100 million people every year set resolutions, which I'm not surprised by. To be honest, I figured the number was even higher than that. But even 100 million people, that's a lot of people. Only 9% complete it, mean finish the year doing what they set out to do, accomplishing what they set out to accomplish. That's a small fraction of that 100 million people, that population base. Because so many people, they go into it, they start doing work, they just start doing anything, they start going to the gym, they start eating those salads, they don't start seeing results right away, they get frustrated and they quit, in large part because of a lack of knowledge. That's part of it, lack of overall knowledge. Yes, basics we know. Pick up an apple over that bag of chips, pick up that bottle of water as opposed to that soda. The basics we know, but above and beyond that, what we should be doing in the kitchen, what we should be doing in the gym, but also looking at it from, I need to focus on what I'm doing today. It's the journey, not the destination. Because that destination is going to be there if we do all the right things. If we do the work, if we accept the fact that some days we're not going to do as well as we hoped we did, and just move on from that and learn from that. This isn't, health and fitness isn't transactional. And I say this now because it's during the holiday season. So many of you have just in the last few weeks finished doing a whole lot of shopping for Christmas presents. So there's a lot of transactions going on. You go to a store, you pick out the item you want, you pay the money, you hand the money over, they give you the item, and you walk out, you wrap it up, put it under the tree, and your significant other, your child, whoever it is, opens it up, and they're instantly gratified. Or you go out and decide, you know what, I'm going to surprise myself with a brand new TV. So you go out, you pick it out, you find the one you want, you pay the money, you take it home, you plug it in, you turn it on, and boom, instant gratification. Doesn't work that way in health and fitness. I share this with people on a regular basis. The moment you pay me is actually one of the easy parts of the entire process. Yeah, handing over that kind of money, I get it. It can be painful. I get it. But it's actually one of the easiest parts because there's not a whole lot of work involved. There really isn't. Because the work really hasn't begun yet. Until you start doing the work, until you start taking the plan that I put in place for you, or any coach puts in place for you, and you start taking those steps day by day and making sure you're doing everything you can on your part to succeed, that resolution is going to be as far away as possible from results as they can possibly be. So once again, set those resolutions. If that's what it takes, if that's the first step that you need to take to make this happen, to make your health and well-being now and forever a top priority, the number one priority for you, then set them. Set as many as you need to set. But understand that's just the first step in the process. And in many cases, all cases, that's the easiest step. And then it's time to do the work. That's when you'll know if resolutions become results. Sorry, folks, didn't mean to put a damper on your 2024 festivities, your New Year's Eve festivities, and certainly I wish you all a very happy and healthy New Year's Eve. Be safe out there, and a very happy and healthy 2025. If you've been doing it up to this point, just keep going forward. Take those steps forward. You're doing it, a bang-up job. I'm proud of you. Keep going. If you haven't, no need to wait till January 1st tomorrow, folks. You can start right now. And of course, if you need some help, I know a guy. Hint, hint, I'm the guy. Happy New Year once again to you and yours. And remember, if you haven't already, subscribe to the show, leave a great review. I would greatly appreciate it, and share it far and wide, because I want this show to get in the hands of as many people as possible so they can learn that fitness is our business. Thanks so much for listening. I hope what we've shared on this show truly resonates with you. If you want to learn more about the health and fitness services I provide, head to my website, fernandezfit.com. If you're ready to connect with me about health and fitness coaching, send an email to info@fernandezfit.com or a text to 814-504-7774. And of course, you can find me all across social media, Victor Fernandez 123 on Facebook, Fernandez Fit on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, as well as the Healthy Lives, Healthy Business channel on YouTube. Thanks again for tuning in, and until next time, always remember, fitness is our business.